Hello, my name's Chris, and today I'm going to show you how to install Uptime Kuma on Cosmos Cloud. So, this makes it to where you can monitor your services on your local network and be able to ping it and see if it's up, everything like that. So, a little bit about the series, I'm going over home labs, I'm going over installing things, getting things set up, everything like that. So, if you're interested in that topic, subscribe, comment, like, and support the channel, and let's get started. So this is what we'll be using today. It's Cosmos Cloud, self-hosting. It's more secure, strong security, app marketplace, reverse proxy, container management, user management, smart shield, anti-bot, anti-DDoS, single sign-on, modern security, containers, and even an LAN. And they have a community that you can join. So it makes it to where you can have share links with others without fear, even in case of attacks on Cosmos. Mitigates traffic to prioritize you and your family. Smart Shield, a dedicated keeping your self-hosted applications safe from hackers and bots. So you can click here to learn more and how it works. Dynamic rate limiting, adaptive actions, user bans and strikes. Global request control, user-based metrics, privileged access, customizable policies. So here's a little illustration, the malicious mobile app, of My Photos app, and then Cosmos Cloud. So that's what Cosmos Cloud is a little bit about. So I'm going to start on my Cosmos Cloud dashboard. And if you haven't installed Cosmos Cloud yet, I've done tutorials on installing it, so it'll probably be up there. So, and it'll be in the description as well. So I'm going to start in the home. I'm gonna go to ServApps right here, and you can see I have two ServApps running. You can go into Market, and you can import a composed file if you'd like. But Uptime Kuma is actually inside the Market, so you can go here. And then you can get information on it, what it's about. And then now you can press install down here. It's going to name the service Uptime Kuma. The host name is the Cosmos Cloud IP address, and then 7200 for the port. You can customize the installation, like adding environment variables. You can add labels right here. And then you can have volumes. So it's going to create a volume on Docker, and then it's going to target inside the containers app data. So I'm going to say next. It's going to have a JSON object of what it's going to create and do. It's going to create a URL. So I'm going to go ahead and create right here. Now it's going to refresh. And now it should be there. There it is. It's up and running. Now we got it up and running, but I'm going to go over to ServApps again. And here you can see Uptime Kuma right here. You can see the URL because Cosmos Cloud, how it works is it's got a proxy, and then it proxies it into the container. And then that's where you can have the rate limiting and different things like that. So it's got isolate container network on, auto update container. So I'm going to go into details. And here you can see Docker Hub. You can see the ID, the IP address of the local Docker, and then healthy. The isolate container network is on, like I said, and the URL is set. So you can see it does say it's running. So you can see updates available, pause, stop, restart, recreate the container. That means that it just recreates the container. So, and then kill right here. And then if you want to delete this container, you have to kill it first, because you have to stop it, and then you can delete it. So now you can see logs of what it's doing. Yeah, terminal, and then Docker information, like it's getting it off Docker Hub, restart unless stopped, And then, so if you stop it for any reason, it will not try to restart. But if it fails for any reason, it will try to restart. Interactive mode, environment variables right here, and then the labels. Okay, now you can see network. So you can see all the Docker networks that are on here. And then now you can see the storage, Uptime Kuma, the volume that it created, and then app data. So that's what the ServApps is about. So now I'm going to explain the URLs. This is where the proxy is. So it's proxying it. So I'm going to go in here. You can see it's exposed Uptime Kuma to the web. So it's not actually exposing it. It's on my local network, but you can expose it if you like. And I've done tutorials on exposing Cosmos Cloud. So now you can see the URL that it created for the proxy. And then the target is a ServApp, and then it's going to Uptime Kuma in 3001 because that's what Uptime Kuma listens on, 3001. You can see different security stuff that's on setup. So you can see the Uptime Kuma's name. You can expose Uptime Kuma to the web. That's where the description comes from. The ServApp is you have proxy, static folder, single page application, redirection, but ServApp is what we want. And then the container name is Uptime Kuma, so you can click that one. Container port is 3001, so that's where it's listening on. And then you can change this to HTTPS or HTTP. So HTTP is what Uptime Kuma is listening on. So a use host, this means that it's going to create this IP address and then port for the proxy. And then authentication required and smart shield protection. Then you can go down here and you can get more security options like admin only, forward IP, host headers to target, disable header hardening, smart shield protection. That means you can rate limit the users and what connections are connecting to it. Timeout milliseconds, cores, so block common bots and block request. So now that's what the URL has in it. So if you want to delete this URL, you can just go over here and delete it. You can put priorities on the URL like up and down. So the way Cosmos Cloud works is it never exposes the container to the outside world. You always have to use a URL, which is the proxy, to get inside the container and to show it. So I'm going to go to Uptime Kuma right now. And you can see it's working. You can see it's going to 7200 and setup. But what if I remove this proxy completely and save changes and then refresh? And then you can see it's not going to do anything. You can go over here and you can go to the 7200. So it just redirects back to Cosmos Cloud because that doesn't exist anymore. You can also go to 3001 and you can see nothing's on there. So that'll let you know that the proxy controls it. So I'm going to create it again. I'm going to go to here, Uptime Kuma. I'm going to get a ServApp. It's going to be Uptime Kuma. And then I'm going to use host. I'm going to and then 7200 on the end. So now you can say confirm, refresh, and it's back up and running. And then now if you go to home, you can see it's back running. So now that you know how the proxy works and how you get inside the container, so I'm going to go into Uptime Kuma right now. It's going to the 7200 port and you can see it's working now. I'm going to just type in a username and password just to show you it is working. And then now you have it up, so you can go in here to add a monitor real quick. You can just do, I'm going to just do So now we will HTTPS and then we will ping it. So I'm going to save and you can see it's up and running. So it is working. So that's how to get Uptime Kuma on Cosmos Cloud. So I just walked you through step by step on how to get Uptime Kuma working on Cosmos Cloud. This makes it to where on Uptime Kuma you can keep up with what's up and what's down on your local services and get notifications. And if you like this tutorial, subscribe, comment, like, and support the channel. And if you have any video suggestions or need support, you can go down to the Big Bear community and join our Discord. And stay tuned for more.